Hello everyone. Welcome. What? Welcome. What is... What? What do you mean 0 of... Yo, Soul, are you here? Oh, well, fuck, let's see what happens. Hope everyone's having a good one. So far, I am. Although, there was a leaked loading screen for 481, and apparently, I mean, this is the loading screen for 480, not 481, and that's a bit odd. Okay. I mean, it would be hilarious if, oops, somebody put in the wrong number and now servers are only being allocated to one person. Oh, that's good. I think I'm going to be on a little bit of a mission. There's a few things I want to do. Okay, I want to... Oh, very nice. I'm on a little bit of a mission. In Star Citizen Weekly, I found a secret. I found a second entrance to an asteroid base, and I want to see if I can find that again. Well, maybe the end rank is like salvaging an Idris or something. I don't know. Probably not. Back when I did the whole C hauling grind, like senior literally was complete, like the last rank was completely worthless. Like it did add a few contracts, but I think it was basically just a couple of the really expensive ones that you wanted to do. But you already had access to, so it's like, eh. I mean, I don't know. That's just my, you know, assumption that, my assessment, my hypothesis that CIG doesn't like fun, and that's just, that's just proof of it. Proof that the economy team cannot be trusted. I love it when the game doesn't fully load in and I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know what I'm looking at. Hey! Well, I mean, that's fair. But basically empty? Eh. Let me give it a minute to load here, because... Oh, I didn't realize I had a thing out. Okay. Close to 1 million off a cargo. You know... I mean, okay, I can see the argument there. Hey, maybe this is a little bit too much. I don't know. I mean, there are some bounties that I have done in like the last year, and I was like, oh, I'm not doing this. What? Or like I did them and there was no cargo, and I'm like, oh well, that's boring. So. Oh, that's fun. It just takes me like, you know, 10 minutes to load everything in. But I do have feet. I do have hands.
Welcome to the ASOS vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following visitors again.
RABs still don't have any loot. They specifically mentioned that the Bit Zero's missions, that the ships do spawn now. That was a fix. But still no loot. Still no loot. Come back to Thor to get your loot. Well, I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's a real, like, I don't know. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of complex emotions. Not really complex emotions. It's really like, oh, fuck you, CIG. I want to play your game. Why are you making it difficult for? Why are you making it? Why are you not doing everything to make me want to play your game? I don't know what I'm looking for here. In fact, I don't think I'm looking for anything. Also, it looks like the hangar's a little bit, having a little bit of trouble figuring shit out.
Welcome to the ASOS vehicle retrieval system. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Oh, or go to Rockbreaker to get loot. Suppose that is a thing I could do. Alright, there's my ship. Nearly lost to the ages. To the bowels of the station. It is true. You know, actually, while we're here, I was looking at ships I could, like, upgrade to or whatever. I'm trying to remember, because if... Maybe I was having this conversation with you on... Friday. I honestly can't remember anymore, man. Oh my god. Could you imagine if they added a generalist Reliant? God. We really would not do that. You know, actually, I wonder. Sorry, everybody was just like, oh man, wouldn't it be awesome if the Starlight was a generalist ship? And, I'm wondering if, like, I feel like they would really prefer to be like, oh, we're gonna make a ship and then we're gonna release variants as we either think of them or, you know, we have a few planned, but we're gonna focus on this one and then release it later. Where is, like, what What other variants could they come up with the Starlight? Or what could they use for the Starlight? You know, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, like, my, like, oh, I just want, like, a ship with a small landing pad on it, and, like, maybe some living quarters, but mainly just a landing pad. I don't think it's big enough for that. I mean, they could dedicate it to hangar space, but that would be weird. Um, but I don't know if it would be. I mean, it would definitely be able to carry some snubs, I think, but not a lot. I think I was like, okay, I've got $120 dues. Um, I got $120 dues. There's the um what the fuck? The wolf. There's the wolf. Um the woofy boy. Which I also have the laser repeaters for, which is an additional $10. And also the Hamaha. The Steve, which is an additional 35, so we're talking like 100, or like we're talking like 265 is like the max or something. 260. So I mean, we're looking at the Blade and the Vanguard Sentinel are too expensive, are too pricey for me. But the Meteor, the Guardian Key, the Star Runner, the Apollo Triage, the Vanguard Warden, everything below that. Starlancer Max, 400i, Ares Ion, Inferno, Corsair, Super Hornet Mark II, Scorpius, Santok Yai, Vanguard, Connie, Andrami, Cuddy Steel, Scorpius, Raylan, Hermes. Is she gonna give the Starlancer Max another try? No, no. But I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, the Apollo seems like the most sensible thing on that list. Of course, there's the Consolidated Outlands Forge or whatever, which we don't know how much it costs, so that's eh. Um, I'd almost be like, you know what? Fuck it. I literally, what else am I going to use this for? Get a 400i and just be like, this is not for any practical purpose. This is here just because it's a fun ship. But no, I probably wouldn't. You know, I've never tried to load to like properly load a Corsair. But yeah. Definitely is a thing. And it's so sad because it's like I don't think it's a terrible design, the Starlancer Max. It just needs a little bit of tweaking. Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking, well, I've never loaded cargo into the Corsair when I had it. But like it doesn't, like the Starlancer Max ramp, like it's a very, you know, not super exposed thing. So yeah, that wouldn't be super easy. Don't want that. Yeah, I want get the Hermes. I don't know. I'm right now. I am just like, eh. So I think I mentioned before that it sounded like in the monthly report. My assumption is that they're working on the Stingray and they're working on another Kruger intergalactic ship. I'm thinking we could see something big here. That's what I'm hoping. I know this isn't giving me like any rep, but god damn it. All the unverified give you... What? You fucking... Of course it does. Jesus Christ. Cause this is like the dumb shit that it's like... CAG, you gotta, like, this is just bad. Now this one does take you to an asteroid base in the interior of an asteroid. So... Is this Lambda again? I don't think this is Lambda. RAB over. And I'm not gonna risk flying into the safe zone because I always take an extreme damage when I try flying in that, and that seems like ugh. Well, I mean, if it's... Well, I mean, okay, in all fairness, the bid 0... I'm grinding Headhunters missions to get a bid 0 mission, so things are fucked up already. But yeah, I don't know, dude. Yeah, that is definitely... That'll definitely be a part of that equation. I love how it's like, oh yeah, you turned off your life support. We can remember that you turned off your life support, but no, that tractor beam needs to be on. Can't possibly not have that. Yeah, dude, those tractor beams, super important. And they're gonna just drift into the turret range. I think I have maximum power. Yeah, I've got maximum power to my guns, so... What do you mean major torque imbalance? I'm not even... wasn't even moving! Shit. Oh, and I take it we haven't seen... So I gotta be honest with you. When I was recording... Oh my fucking god, where are you? You are a cutter. You should be running. You cannot win this fight. I looked up the interview where everybody was like, oh, look at what Chris Roberts said. They're probably gonna say something at Summer Games Fest. And you know, honestly, I don't understand why anybody would have said that. I mean, the only reason would be like, oh, it is a gaming expo, and it sounds like they're ready to announce something. Which, in all fairness, it did sound like, oh hey, it's like imminently ready, or whatever. But I'm like, I don't know why anybody would have said that. That seems disingenuous. Especially after they literally said that they weren't going to be at Summer Games Fest. Although Cassette Beasts 2, or Cassette Beasts 2002? Damn, oh god. Oh, don't tell me I can't get out of my ship. What the are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. I can't get out of my ship! Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, and I can't backspace. God, what's the fucking emergency exit hotkey? It's not working. Hey. Oh, great. Alright, I have to fucking exit. I have no other options aside from exiting the game. Oh my god. Solar, have you ever had an existential crisis where you don't know why? You've invested so much time and effort into this thing, where you feel betrayed? Like, I don't want to be melodramatic, but man, that's annoying. And I mean, I've had that happen to me, but I don't do ship combat enough for that to be a thing. I see, I see. Yeah, that would do it. That would do it. And I think, like, I don't know, because the thing is that it's like, at Mach fuck. I wasn't even, well, I don't know. I don't think I was going, like, exceptionally fast. But that dude just fucking just braked in front of me, like, goddamn. I mean, like, okay, really? I didn't hit my brakes? I was trying to just swerve out of the way? Oh, of course it has nothing to do with it. But, yeah. I'm just in the, okay, well, I didn't die. It was just a bug. And frankly, should my entire ship have gotten destroyed? Probably not. I don't know exactly where I collided, but I'm pretty sure it was just the wing. I should have lost a wing. That's not what happened. That isn't what happened. There's this thing where, like, CAG, I don't know, they need to be more active. I don't want to say anything ill of their community team, but, like, you gotta be like, okay, man, we understand this is bad. Let's at least communicate. Like, don't fucking just not say anything for 2 weeks. Especially when those 2 weeks happen to be, like, one of the major sales of the year. You know, that does not look good. That doesn't look good. That doesn't feel good. And I mean, I fucking love how stupid it was to be like, hey, here's 481, which has fixes and one new mission. Oh, by the way, we're actually, like, going to initially release it without any of the fixes and just the new mission, which, by the way, is also broken. Like, that, man, that was a choice. That was a decision. And, you know, I know hindsight is 2020, and 2020 was a bitch, but, like, come on. Almost as stupid of a choice of like wanting to buy this stupid sub flare. Especially since I know somebody who's going to have a fucking Raylan that I could borrow or at least tour. For all that sweet, sweet video content. Oh, you know I am. You know I absolutely am. I mean, I could. Well, no, I guess I can't. Probably not, anyway. Unless they decide to only increase it by $5 dues. But they probably won't. And man, sorry, I'm just like looking at the Reddit, Star Citizen Reddit. Man, the Star Citizen Reddit is just the same post 500 times. And I'm not helping. I'm definitely not helping with the conversation of, man, I just want the game to be stable. I just want the game to be stable. I just want to not have to deal with bugs every 5 seconds. But, you know. But also, dude, I have been checking the fucking Galactopedia like every day, waiting for, oh, recently updated, you know, new articles. We're still looking at Azure Sky Arrow with the fucking EVA suits, EVA packs. Like, they haven't added any lore. They haven't added anything cool. Oh, did they update the Odin page? No, they didn't! Look at this shit! Look at this shit, they didn't! Odin! Human vehicle! That's it! That's all we got! Pending review by the ARC research team. The lore will be added, but, or a continuation. Look, this is the newest thing we got. My issue is that it's like, oh, how about we just treat the Galactopedia and the lore like a fucking joke? That's kind of what it feels like to me. Like, and you know, the narrative team is doing other things than updating lore, but I don't know, dude. What does Spectrum look like? Does it look like a super hellscape? Won't bother updating clothing manufacturer lore till they do something with Starware. Why would those two things be connected? I know why, I know why, but why would you think those two things would be connected? Because you know what? Azure Sky Arrow, industry, clothing manufacturer. They they in fact put lore for a clothing manufacturer, for who they would consider a clothing manufacturer, before any updates to Starware. Just out of the blue. uh Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's just like, I'm tired, man. I'm tired, man. Visionary molecules. And also, like, we didn't get any video content. I mean, I don't want to, like, hold them, like, exactly to their words. Right? Like, hey, plans can change and all that. But I'm pretty sure they said there was going to be video content every week of the year. And that's not true. Round 2 of... Was that round 1? Does that even count? I don't know if it does. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, that is fair. Oh, also, Benoit still hasn't done a Spectrum post on desync, and if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me, but like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to be that guy who's just like, hey, they said a thing and they haven't done the thing, but that is true. That is true. All right. Yeah. I will say I really do like... I mean, okay, if I was going to... One thing I definitely would do if I was on, like, the game, or the, like, level design or mission design, I would absolutely make stations like way more compact. Maybe not like that level of compact, but like you have like a central atrium and like, yeah, you can have like a hallway, maybe a hallway connecting things in stations. And then for like other levels, you can have like snaking corridors that connect to things and have, you know, a bit more fun with the whole setup. But just one atrium that's got like 6 sides or something, and you have multiple decks.
Your vehicle has
You know, you've got the, you know, I mean, have it the same way, but just like, you know, something way more compact, because that would just be so much more convenient. Mr. Smith? I don't know who this Mr. Smith is. What the fuck?
welcome to the ASOS vehicle retrieval.
Well, I mean, yeah, I know that, but none of the ships,
Your vehicle has
but none of the ships are small, and I'm asking for like, not a small ship, but like something with just like, you know, a small landing pad, just being able to fit one, you know, Gladius size category of ship. Which, you know, we haven't seen yet. So who knows? But yeah, I just... I mean, like, the ship I would want, right? I mean, like, width-wise, obviously it's not going to... There's nowhere it would fit. But if it could... If they decided to, it wouldn't be that hard. Like, probably the best way if they wanted to have, like, a hangar in the Carrack would be to do something with the cargo pods. But, you know... the Galaxy almost certainly can't, because it has a snub bay. I say almost certainly, because you never know, but... They could slap a hangar module on it. But yeah, I don't know. I think they would do something like what I want. But I don't think it would be over $100 easily. That much is definitely for sure. Yeah, that is fair. But it is a snub bay. A single landing pad? Nah. I wonder who I would have to ask. Like, hey, how much would you price this ship? I don't need you to justify me why this ship is $300 or whatever. But like, you know, because that wouldn't be John Crew, I don't think. I think he would be extremely hesitant to mention anything about... I almost could see him just denying the fact that they sell any ships for real money. Like, oh, I didn't know we do that. Completely in jest, but yeah. I don't know. Man, I almost want to... Just like, hey, is it time for a regularly scheduled rant yet? Should we be, Is it time to get annoyed at the economy team yet? Okay, we're not gonna fight any of the ships, because that didn't go well for me last time. That felt like a giant waste of time. Okay, so let's see if we can find this stupid second entrance I'm so sure of. The asteroid base that I was talking about was Lambda. We're not at Lambda. But I was looking for it before. Didn't see it. I don't think it would be here, but honestly, I don't know how far back I was. This kind of looks like it's got a lot of meat to it. Oh, okay. Oh, is that completely has a hole blown in it? Yeah, okay. Oh. Well, it's good to remember that whenever they add the secondary entrances, because I think that's exactly what it is supposed to be. I probably could have tried shooting that. You know what? Fuck it. We're here. We're queer. Happy Pride Month. Let's just try shooting that thing. Not any other obvious thing, I don't think. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. The distance between this and the other thing is like so great that it would be a lot of traversal. It's a little sad that it is probably that has probably been there for like, you know, as long as these stations have existed, and simply have done nothing with them. Even though they absolutely talked about, oh hey, we have like secondary entrances and you can like weasel your way through places. Oh, but speaking of weaseling your way through places, do you think the Star Runner should have its tunnels? Or do you think they should, if they do a gold standard, do you think they should take them out? Because the ship needs a second entrance, that's for sure. Taking the rat tunnels out, I feel like would create a lot of dead space that I don't know how you would fill that. And if you did just get rid of it, I don't know how externally that would look. So they're kind of useless. There are ways that they could make them more useful, definitely. But yeah. Correct. The one that no one knows about, yeah. I mean, I think, you know, it was in that Reddit post, it was like, well, I mean, really the thing is more ships need to have, like, tunnels like that. Plain and simple. Because, like, if this is the only ship that has these tunnels, then why would they put them in there? It doesn't really make any sense. Stand up. Thank you.
It's on now.
I think... seem to remember... oh jeez. More enemies spawning in this mission. Oh jeez.
About to pop off.
Did I even get that guy? What? Oh, Devastator shotgun batteries. Amazing. Earlier in this mission, I did get the blueprint for the Devastator, so, you know. And I mean, I gotta be honest, I'm like, I have 100% confidence that nothing is spawned. So it's kind of like, I am checking, but it is kind of it is just a formality. I don't need to fight any more of these dudes. It's like, at this point, I just want to have fun. I bet this stupid slug is gonna spawn one of these days. It would be really funny if it did. It's probably the same reason that no boxes are spawning is probably going to cause that slug to never spawn, but it would be extremely funny. Did this dude just blow himself up? I'm not that scary. Look, the urge to be like, I'm Batman, I mean, is strong with me, as it would for anybody else, but, like, damn. Wow. Wow. That is fair. It is fair. I do use the blood of my enemies to soak my face moisturizer, so you know what? You know, I could see that. It's a really good thing I don't have any enemies. Oh. Shit! I hit the fucking... What? I was looking for that guy with the fun helmet. Jeez. Yeah. Why I should not be carrying it. Especially considering, well, I don't know. I need to get used to just using the multi-tool and just using the tractor beam, but eh. Okay, I was looking for... Not that guy. This guy. Take you little skirt. I can't take you little skirt. Damn. This Scrubland core. Oh, okay. The basic bitch variant. Gotcha. Hang on, my phone is freaked out a little because my phone wasn't where I thought it was gonna, where it should have been. What was I gonna say? Gonna say something about the tractor beam should be a good weapon, but they decided that everything needs to be nailed down. Which, you know, is absolutely fine, because if everything was subject to physics, then the game would just constantly explode. But then I'm remembering, like, just all the base building stuff, and oh, we want, like, facilities to have their own power, and you have to, like, you know, like, put into consideration, do you want to, like, turn the station off? Do you need to keep it intact and all that? And it's like, I really don't like having to realize that we're, like, at least 2 years away from everything. Going on a vacay time. Turn the station off and not tell the workers aboard. Hell yeah. I still would love, like, well, I would love Port Olisar as a player station. I don't know, no, somebody back in the day, the days of yore, with when they, you know, first revealed the player stations, somebody was like, yeah, we should be able to make Port Olisar as a player station. Obviously, like, an updated version of it, but yeah, I agree with that. Maybe not. I mean, maybe not Port Olisar, but definitely, like, that style could definitely work. With targets on each landing pad. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I think it would be fine. Maybe having an option, oh, do you want to build this as a fully enclosed hangar or just a landing pad? And the landing pads are just cheaper and faster, but less protected. And you have to deal with 0G. Or you have to deal with no atmosphere more than 0G. In fact, not 0G, because the landing pad has its own gravity. Anyway. Wasn't there Headhunters bounty hunter missions that were good? I thought there were. Was there the 45-minute cooldown on these missions? I thought they were smaller, but I'm probably mixing them up with something else. Also, it does seem like I did one mission for Headhunters, and now they don't have any missions for me, which is fun. Sorry, I am just a little bit like, I mean, I don't see anything that's any missions that I want to do right now. Unfortunately. Your Mondi eyes only? Oh, of course. I was about to say, oh hey, they made it so you can just get the P8 a little bit easier, but nope. Nope, nope. Well, I mean, if I'm literally stuck just waiting, then god damn it, man. I need my fucking crying is a free action t-shirt. God, I mean, it's like, at least the one mission I am interested in, they did fix, albeit I can't actually do anything with it. Oh my god. Oh man. So would you say that in CIG's well, I don't know, it's a stupid question, I guess. Would you say that this Invictus was good for CIG? Should have been on when I was grinding Headhunters. You damn right. You goddamn right. I feel like the entire community, at least the entire verbal community, monetary wise, absolutely, but like, I don't know. If I can have one thing on if I can be the Vault guy from Spectrum, can I just be like, hey, so are you gonna do, so where's the letter for a chairman for 1 billion? Where's the 1 billion funding milestone? And just do that every day? Because, like, I'm not even like, what is it? It's just, are you planning on doing something? And is it gonna be a yes or no question? I just need a yes or a no. And then it would take me like 3 fucking months to get it. Or something, because of course. This message has been deleted. There was the dude... There was a dude on Reddit who was like, hey, I spent $5,000 on this game, and they just like, they banned me for reporting an exploit. And what actually happened was that he did report an exploit, but he got banned because he had used a bunch of other exploits. And there was a bunch of other things that's like, yeah, no, this account should be banned. Apparently, anyway. So.
Quantum fuel, 50%.
Yeah. I'm always slightly terrified at the idea of permabans, just because, like, well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I've pointed out my frustrations with the economy team, and like, I don't understand what they've done. This doesn't make any sense, or some of the things they've done doesn't make any sense, etc., etc. And I wonder if they couldn't pull, well, some of my more crude criticisms that are maybe a little unfair. I don't know. But that being said, I don't know. I don't know. I try to. I think about that, and I'm constantly like, okay. I could probably be a little bit more objective. My criticism. Very nice.
Shields on.
And hangar. So Solar, you're at 12 billion credits, right?
Landing gear down.
Understandable. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna be like, oh man, remember when they talked about
Engines
having tech previews that would
complete.
be like a separate PTU branch? You would have the missions, you would have like a super stable thing running for live, and then you'd have the PTU that has a new technology, would go through testing, and then it would be integrated when it was ready and not on some schedule. Remember when they said that and then didn't do it at all? I think maybe they did it for engineering, I can't remember, but, you know.
Engines on. Quantum fuel, 100%.
I don't know. I think that's also an annoyance. It's like, I mean, they had this idea that, I mean, maybe it wouldn't have been a great idea. Maybe it would have been an amazing idea, but they just didn't do it. They're just like, hey, we have this new strategy we'd like to try out. And then it was 2025, and there was, the only thing that happened was engineering, and it was like, okay. The replayability that ended with, in the first wave of engineering that, well, people didn't even, that kind of messed up gameplay and playability. But also now we're in a situation where it's like, I mean, did engineering even really do anything? Did engineering change anything? No? So it's like, I don't even know, dude. They were able to make all current ships gold standard? Yeah, probably. In hindsight, but yeah. The thing is, though, honestly, I just wonder if they don't fucking care about gold standards. I feel like, oh, they talk about, oh, we have so many ships, and it's like, yeah, you have so many old ships that need gold standards. Why do we not have, like, we've had gold standards for like the past 2 patches, sure, but like, we need, like, that, you should have started doing gold, you know, gold reworks every patch like 2 years ago, and I'm frankly, I don't think there's going to be a gold standard, a gold rework for any ship in 4.9, so it's clearly just coincidence. And yeah, and that's also, that is also a very good point, that literally most of the gold standards only happen because they have a variant, or a new ship that isn't a variant, but may as well, that should be, but isn't, because fuck you. And I think the only exception I think the only exception to that was the Gladius, but that was just because Squadron 42. And of course, you can't, you know, never forget 600i rework. God, man. Because, yeah, I mean, I think what happened after, I mean, okay, I guess also the Retaliator. Because there was the Gladius, maybe it was the Saber, which had variants, and then the Retaliator, I can't remember which came first, but the Retaliator was like, you know, they were testing it for modularity, which of course is a thing, Um, what came after that? Retaliator also features quite a bit in Squadron 42. That's true. That's true too. Because we didn't get a gold rework for the Hornet. For the Hornet Mark 1. We just got a Mark 2.
Quantum travel complete.
God, I don't know, dude. You know what's like real batshit insane though? That we don't have a gold standard Avenger. Cause you know, like the next time they have, cause this IAE, like I mentioned my friend who was like, hey, I have 96 gigs of VRAM for, is this enough to play Star Citizen? I'm like, well, listen, if I had to recommend anything, I mean, like, right now there's the Aurora Mark II game package that's discounted at $45. I don't know if that's ever not going to be discounted. But also if you wait, you can probably get an Avenger Titan game package at IAE that's going to be like $55, $56. It'll probably have a weapon, armor, and a paint. It'll be more, but you'll get more out of it, you know? Before it was removed from existence. That is, yeah. It's like, what else got a gold standard? I feel like it was like the Retaliator and then literally the Hornet, or I'm sorry, the Aurora was the next one. There was definitely something else, I'm pretty sure. And also buy an Idris. I mean,
Engines
oh my god, okay. I just turned my engines off, but that was like a half second of delay. Quarter of a second, maybe, I don't know. But I hit it and there was obvious lag. I'm still on an EU server, for what that's worth. You know, I also wonder, because there were some things, I don't follow like global politics too much.
To the ASOP vehicle. Please visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome.
But I was looking up like the EU regulations against AI, and
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
I was like, one of the things is like you absolutely cannot use AI for like mass surveillance. I was like, wait a minute, but the UK has like those flock cameras, and they're the fucking Blade Runners going and cutting them down. Oh right, and then I was like, oh right, no, the UK did. I thought I heard the UK, you know, getting leaving the EU. I didn't realize that actually happened. You know, there was big talks about it. The whole Brexit thing. God, what a world we live in. What a world we live in.
Dr. Bolin, you're needed in recovery.
And now I'm just like, I wonder what EU labor laws CIG doesn't have to follow because they're in the UK. Although, yeah. It was a while ago. Yeah. And it's also not really a thing that I would pay attention to, so forgive me if I forgot about it. I can't remember exactly. I just remember, like, one content creator who I haven't actually seen in a while. but like Artemis Wishfoot lived in the UK, moved to the US because things were, because it was like, well, this doesn't look good. I'm like, holy shit. Because he also like moved like literally he moved like in late 2024 or something. I was like, I'm so sorry. No, okay, like it took me like half a second to be like, when I had that realization, like I wasn't I was like, the synapse is fired. It wasn't like, you know, an hour worth of research. It was, oh yeah, I remember this thing from 3 years ago, but didn't occur to me immediately. Not to get all defensive about my knowledge, but eh. Oh, wow, Artemis Wishfoot is sitting at 699 videos on YouTube right now. Anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna cry. No, I probably won't. Man, I could just imagine. God. I'm just thinking like, oh, I get like, okay, I apply to a job for like QA for CIG because they always need QA. Okay, that's fair enough, right? I'm just like, okay, can I bring like a copy of the editor home or whatever and just like just like, okay, here we go. And I just like jury rig some asteroid base missions for Stanton. Like real simple, just copy and paste them over. Just be like, I don't fucking care, but like I just want this. This is all I need. And I'm just like, I did this on my free time. Here you go. And then just get it into the game and then just leave. I'm just like, okay. Alright, I can play this now. Oh, excuse me. Well, the theme I've been presenting is crying. But there's only so much of that I can do. God, I don't know. I don't know, man. Do I want to go to Hathor? Not really. Hathor's kind of fucking sucked. I don't really feel like it's going to be any more fun. I don't really think I'm up for any Onyx shenanigans. And I don't know how much I really want to do bunkers, but that's like the thing. That is a thing. I could do stupid fucking bit zeros stuff. What the hell would I even get? Some Inquisitor shit? Lumen 5 SMG? I think I already have that. I don't know, man. Do some stupid bunkers. Because it's a quick and easy, hey, let's do this. Secure site. Apparently the NPCs don't despawn in these ones, so that's something.
Shields off. Quantum travel engaged.
Well, do you think we're gonna get any of those new weapons before 4.9? Or like 4.8.2 or 4.8.3? I don't want to do the PAF, the mission PAF, because those
Travel complete.
do kind of suck. Having to literally just go to a Hathor location and kill everybody. Ugh.
Quantum travel.
I mean, they're not that bad, but yeah. It is kind of a, okay, it gives me a reason to go to Hathor, sure, but
Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel complete.
well, I don't think, well, I should. I just should. That is certainly true.
Quantum travel engaged.
In fact, I could see that making like the Onyx grind a little bit more bearable,
Quantum travel complete.
but eh. Well, is it still bugged? Because like it's not supposed to, like, I shouldn't get any money from the call to arms in this mission, I don't think. But I think forever it's been bugged where you do get the money from it. It's like, you know.
Shields on.
But like my objective is not to kill anybody at Onyx, so it's just to get data or whatever. Even the mercenary ones, it's destroy. It's not killing enemies, it's destroying data. Anyway. Ooh, is that a no. No. I was like, wait a minute, is that a 400? No, that's... Oh my god, sweet Christ. Is that that is an Avenger, Jesus Christ. I was certain that was an M80.
Engines off.
Like... Well, actually, I don't really know the top silhouette of the M80 that much. I mean, it's a similar-ish shape. I think I can be forgiven for that. From a distance. I think I recognize... I think I recognize that as an Avenger a bit too late. I don't know. Anywho, I would love to have a some new FPS guns to play around with. I'd really love that stupid fucking door breaching thing they talked about like God, 6 years ago. And I still think about that door breaching tool. I'm sorry, just the... Well, okay. Well, you know what? That actually is a really good point, that just because they add something doesn't mean it's going to be easily accessible. They're going to have to make you throw the ring into Mount Doom in order to get the bullpup. Because of course they are. Oh my god. Okay. That was chunky salt. Okay, either.
Whole clip here with your name on it.
I guess that makes sense. Okay, either the enemies, Ninetales very efficient at their job, or the thing about the friendly AI despawning being fixed was very not true.
We got trouble.
Oh, don't do this to me, game. Please don't do this to me.
Friendly down. Damn it. We lost one.
Oh, you didn't heal me when I healed with a pen. Oh, that's not cool, game. That's real not cool. I mean, I do have to be honest. If it wasn't abundantly clear, I don't really have any interest in going back to Nyx. I mean, like... I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world to do so, but... I know, and you are right. It's just one of the classic blunders. I just want my cake. I want to have my cake and I want to eat it too. You know how it goes.
Shit. I swear they were right here.
It is true.
We're taking casualties. Go, go! I got your back. Taking shots. We're getting hit. I'll cover you. Oh shit! Man down! Friendly down! Jeez, we're getting pumped. Pop off. Shit! They just killed him. Go ahead. Oh, it's about to pop off.
Chunky salsa.
Not a problem.
Chunky salsa time. And in case it was a detail that was forgotten, yeah, no, the friendly NPCs absolutely did despawn. They're, like, sometimes it's more complicated than, hey, this thing's fixed. Which, you know, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. But, well... or sometimes there are, you know, multiple issues with something. So, it's okay. But it is broken. That element of the game is no worky. Oh, my inventory's, all fucky wucky. Cool. Woolly woolies. I don't know, I think cover's cool.
We lost one.
Random Ninetales dude.
Some more cover. Okay, let's do this.
But, where?
Here we go. We're down one. We're taking casualties. I got you. Go, go. Oh, damn it. Shit, man down. They got your cousin. We're getting hit. Stay still, damn it. Taking injuries. I got you. I've got knocked. Someone wants to tussle. Today, bring it in. They got your cousin. Go, go. I got your back. Today, just
Okay, you know, I fucking fuck! Jesus.
holy shit. They just killed him. I'm wounded. Shit. Someone just got past it. I'm wounded.
I've been trying to use cover more.
Friendly down.
Jesus Christ!
Enemy threat nearby. Searching now.
Oh, there's an enemy threat nearby, is there? Is there? Where the fuck were you? Mandatory lunch break. Mandatory lunch break, huh? Of fucking course. Sorry, now I'm just thinking about that one Reddit post from like the shift manager at McDonald's who was like, please, let me just... Your managers suck, let me be the manager. And I'll get this game shipped in a playable state between loads of fries or whatever. And I was like, oh my god, man. Please be the savior we deserve. You know, I wonder, though, do you think there is, like, an actual reason that, they haven't done, like, a hover truck, or a hover car, or a hover tank, or a hover vehicle that was that, you know, that they haven't done a hover vehicle larger than a hover bike? And hasn't had, you know, any cargo grid things going on either? Well, they made the Steve, they made the MTC, they made the Storm. I'm pretty sure they made 2 mining ground vehicles, but I can't remember one of them. But,
Quantum travel engaged.
some reason I'm thinking about the Nintendo DS with it. But anyway, the MDC with the turret, or with the point defense turret, which now with the armor changes is, like, it doesn't do the thing it was advertised to do, which is engage with ships. And, oh, it's supposed to only shoot missiles? No, it absolutely, in the trailer, was shooting at like, light fighters. Anyway. It doesn't matter that you don't use them. They still make them, is my point. And,
Quantum travel complete.
I don't know, you do have shit like the Starlight, where, I mean, refueling was in the game, it was a thing, they were like, let's make new refueling missions, and, let's make a new ship to go along with it. So they are worthless, as the nurse is the only ground vehicle you will ever need. Well, I'm just wondering, for one thing, like, what's the thing that's stopping them from doing something like that, right? Is it, like, a physics problem? Where, like, oh, we can't have ships, and also not to disagree or just completely, ignore your point, because I mean, you're not wrong. And they need to make these things worthwhile, but, But vehicles are LTI tokens, which, I mean, while not extremely popular, and also is always going to come with, every LTI token ground vehicle is going to also be a ship sailed. So, anyway.
Engines off. Landing.
But actually, Actually, it doesn't matter if I flip around or not. I want to get the Steve, and I want to grab some boxes. But a physics issue, where, like, if you're standing on top of a hover vehicle, it isn't as happy as when you're on a ship or whatever. I do kind of wonder about that. That is fair. That is fair. Okay, but, like, they also haven't... Oh, God. They haven't sold, like, a Jawa Sandcrawler. And... Also, did I say the Steve? I did mean the UTV. I forgot it was called the UTV. Completely forgot. Well, I don't know the numbers on it. And I don't know, it doesn't... I mean, I'm sure they're not as popular. Yeah, but I don't know. But also, if they... Okay. There is absolutely... And there could be more. There should be more. There absolutely could be utility in hover vehicles, though, where and there will be eventually in, like, wheeled vehicles, but you can't use a wheeled vehicle in space, or a tracked vehicle, or anything. Like, you can use a hover bike to, EVA between objectives pretty well. So imagine if you had a Tonk, but it was a hover vehicle. Now granted, it would probably get shot down by turrets if it was a Tonk. I have to assume. But a hover truck that maybe has like two SCU cargo bed on it? That might be a different story. You know what, actually... And here's also another thought as well. Okay, so, like, they had mentioned at some point that, like, oh, they were thinking about doing something, not necessarily, they didn't use the example of a Jawa Sandcrawler, but, something along those lines, absolutely they did mention that they were thinking about. Why not just make a vehicle and then have, like, a ground hover mode anti-grav mode that instead of, you know, that it can just float along the surface like a hover bike. Why haven't they done something like that, I wonder? Like the Prowler is supposed to do. And then just, oh, I mean, you don't have to have a carrier, a massive, like, specialty ground carrier, although that would also be rad as hell. Instead, it could just be, nah, you just, you know, you're just like, okay, I'm on ground mode, hit a button, and boom, now I'm flying like a ship. Don't gotta be more complicated than that. And when I say it doesn't have to be more complicated than that, I mean, like, that would be, like, a whole system that would have to work. Being able to transition between those two phases. Don't get me wrong. But it wouldn't, I mean, like, you know, and it would be a thing they would have to take the time to do, but, eh. I mean, maybe that is the solution. I hit forward and I did not move. I was like, oh, did I hit the wrong button? Because I, like, moved my seat. Like, oh, am I hitting the wrong thing? Nope. Nope, I just didn't move. I just did not move.
Retrieval system. Your vehicle has been delivered to the follow. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Hey, Sea Dog. What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? I don't know. It just seems like ridiculous to just be like, oh, you know, I would really love to see them make a Jawa sandcrawler. Ridiculous because the state of the game currently, and also because that is something I have said in the past. And the result has not changed. Ooh, is the module going to load? And this is why I only ever use a tractor. The two-handed tractor beam. Because the inventory is broken. Does it remember that I had the life card? No! And of course, all of the inventory is broken. Or not loading. Fuck you, Baltimore. Sorry, that's not the correct thing. Hey, Zuzu. Sorry, I was trying to think of anything to say that wasn't mentioning Falco. I literally just watched the fucking Snapcube subspace subspace emissary dub and Falco's on the brain. And I'm not quite sure how to take that, having my shoes stolen. Should I be honored that people hold my shoes in high regard? Or is this purely just for the sake of being a gremlin? Well, I guess I appreciate... I guess I actually appreciate it. If I was gonna have if I was gonna have all of my right shoes stolen, wouldn't be so bad because I was having a bunch of problems with my left foot, and the having the shoe would help. Oh, fingerless sock. Oh. This is all very detailed. I'm a little concerned. I almost want to say thank you for keeping me entertained while the inventory has a delay of 235 seconds. At this point, I kind of just want to see how far this goes. SCU box violently launches itself up into the roof. Yeah. Yeah.
Systems activating.
I'm holding a direction. Okay. For some reason, I wasn't turning when I was holding left. It was a bit odd. Crash my reclaimer full of junk into Hardcore Spaceport. Listen, I mean, Riker Memorial has the situation of being an named after an actual player. I feel like that's kind of a dick move. But Lorville? That's a different story. Dude, I can't wait also for like the potential of oh hey, oh, inventory updated. Oh, but I don't have my tractor beam for some reason, even though I very clearly had it. Cool, cool. What was I going to say? I think maybe because I had like... Well, you know what, actually, let's test this. I'm kind of curious if I take this off... Okay. I was thinking it might have been confused and thought, and like equipped the tractor beam and the med tool at the same time, which that might actually have been what it did, and it basically just deleted the tractor beam. That's kind of what I'm thinking. No, I don't want that. What was I gonna say?
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has base visitors again.
Well, I just want to have it loaded up in case I want to do anything that needs it. Also, Zuzu, I wouldn't say I was questioning the universe as much as just thinking about fucking fingerless socks. And the situations where fingerless socks might be used. Now, I don't need to go into any more detail. Toeless gloves. Yeah. Also, just like fairly recently saw a I don't know, some character art of like a Digigrade in heels, and I was like, that, like the Digigrade stance is like the reason heels exist. Okay, maybe not, but like, is that people don't want to walk in a Digigrade stance, but also like, so that's why the heel is there. If there wasn't, then there would just be a shoe with an angled sole, and there wouldn't be any more support, and would be a whole thing. I thought my engine was off because it just wasn't going, and then it did go, and I had turned off my engine when I thought I turned it on. Anyway, sorry. Sorry, fingerless gloves, or fingerless socks has me all flustered now. Oh god.
Systems off.
I don't even know, dude. I know. Oh, jeez.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking. Systems on.
So those new FPS weapons.
100%.
God, I really do hope that the med gun pistol thing is an S38 and not an LH86. But at the same time, it would be a good excuse to actually use the LH86.
Landing gear up.
I don't know. I mean, who knows what it'll end up being, though. I could see, like, one of the weapons dropping with Xenothreat, but I feel like that's a stretch. That is the most we'll get. Absolute most we'll get.
Engage.
I am excited for the bullpup rifle as well, because I genuinely am like, oh, I love my, like, generic primary rifle thing, and I want, but every time, I mean, the kill shot's cool, I'm using the Gallant, the Karna's alright, but I usually just come back to the P4 and I'm like, this is the one. This is the one. So anything to challenge the P4 would be nice. Do have this. I know the little bit of ship combat they did earlier went so well. Yeah, that's the idea. That's literally the idea.
Quantum travel. Engage. Quantum travel complete. Shields on.
Assuming that it is going to be a bearing bullpup assault rifle, what do you think the name's gonna be? Because I mean, I think there's a lot of the weapons that, like, they don't really think too hard about the name. Like, if it were me making all of the designations, they would... You know, you never know, though. You never know. Because you do have the S38. And I think there's... And the BR2. And why are those... Do those not have P? I don't know why. We got 2 Reliance. I'm absolutely terrified. I don't know. I'm thinking, like... It would be cool if it was, like, the P4... The P4BR, the P4... BC bullpup carbine or something. Ah, no, the Reliant's outmaneuvering me.
Attack on shields.
Oh my god, they are outmaneuvering me. I mean, I guess. I mean, that could be it. Or they just decided not to use the designation for whatever reason. If it were up to me, though, like, 90% of the weapons would have very obvious, like, you can absolutely tell what their name is, and then for some reason 10% of them just don't make sense, because companies are stupid and they name their things. They come up with a naming convention, and then they don't follow it.
Target destroyed. Attack on shields.
Like, I can tell you right now, I didn't look up, like, what the FAMAS is named, but, because I think I did know it at some point before, but it was like, it was like Fusil Automatique Manufacture d'Armes Saint Etienne. Because all the French guns are like the Moss or the Mott, and then a number. I don't know why they decided to be like, change it up for that particular one. But it is a somewhat consistent naming convention. Jesus Christ. Okay, I gotta focus. Not because this is difficult and I'm going to die, just because this is gonna take fucking forever. You know what I'd love to see in the stupid Kruger ship that I want so much? I want to see, like, oh, like, this ship has, like, its pilot guns are on gimbals, or on turrets, and they're extremely maneuverable. Like, if you want to sell me specifically a ship, that's all you gotta do. I want gimbals to be good. I want to... I like manual gimbals. I like the idea of using them. I really loved auto gimbals. I hate the fact that they got rid of auto gimbals. But that would definitely be... Oh, not the Reclaimer. Oh, noes.
Target destroyed.
But genuinely, though, that's that, having a turret that rotated like 360 degrees, and that being the Pylo weapon, so I could gimbal, and wherever I'm looking, I could be like, bam, I want to shoot there, I want to shoot there. God, that would be the best thing in the world. And like, I haven't used the Reliant in so long, but I think that would more or less be the case with the Reliant. Well, not for the under the wing guns. But you know. Do 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 do. All right, Utva, stay here. Yeah, it was pretty close. I just didn't want to go too far. Alright, am I gonna get immediately blasted?
Yeah, I need some more cover. Someone got knocked! Bastard slipped away. You're so dead! Yeah, I'll go. You got a whole clip here with your name on it. Bring it!
That was bad on my part.
Yeah, I'll go. You.
What the fuck? Oh, don't do this to me.
Dodge all you want. This ends with you dead.
What the fuck did that come from? Oh, for fuck's sakes! Jesus! I didn't fucking have my multi-tool out. It just appeared in my hands after pulling the gun out. Believe it or fucking not. But that is what happened. At least the interactions aren't completely fucking broken.
Spend all day hunting you down if I have to. Oh, I'm hit.
Whoever parks these just right so the sun fucks up or fucks with you. I mean, is presumably on the boarding team,
Bring it.
and they're,
Ow, shakes.
I mean, they're fucking brilliant for it, really.
Oh, shakes that.
I can only give them credit for making such a tactical move. I don't know. I'm also thinking maybe I should try to land at Area 18, and I should just try and make an attempt to land at Area 18 every once in a while, maybe every stream. But, eh.
On the hunt. I'll let you know what I catch. Okay, let's do this. You got it.
Now, what was the point of standing up and then crouching? I don't know. Well, there's multiple things. I'm sorry. That was a completely half-hearted statement. Or half-finished. I was like, okay, so if that med pistol is going to be a thing, and it is going to be based off of an LH-86, then I have LH-86s that I could use and I could pick up, and I have, but I mean, I could just use the one I picked up. That's absolutely possible. But also, I could use the one. I could use several that I have back at Area 18. Also, I need to see how the new item recovery thing works. Because yeah, that'd probably be good to try. Well, I lost my P4 to shenanigans. And you know how much I love the P4. As I completely ignore the one that I could just pick up right now. Oh, gee. Oh, God. Well, I guess I can be... What do you think's gonna happen this week? On Star Citizen? Think we're getting anything good? An ISC? Star Citizen Live talking about something I care about? But something only I care about? Something only I would be excited for? Yeah? Yeah. And I'm waiting for tomorrow to buy the subscription, just to be abundantly careful, because the 8th, I think, is a Wednesday? Is the first Wednesday, I think, of July? So, you got Alien Week, that is true. Oh, does that start? No, doesn't that start next week? I don't know. thought they said it was gonna start on the 19th, but maybe I'm just confusing that with something else. I mean, possibly Juneteenth, even. I think, but I think the reason I think it starts is like somebody said something in a video. Well, they said that Xenothreat was going to be in 483. So I don't know about soon. Because we know that 4.9 is going to be in September, or that's where they're aiming for it anyway. And frankly, if they're aiming for it, they're probably going to rush it out. Not rush it out, but they're going to release it in September. So I think Xenothreat's going to be like July. Which is extremely hilarious that they would test it September 31st. Don't give them credit. Don't give them credit for delaying a release of something. Joke's on me. They actually that's them rushing it to get it out the door. I'm sorry, did I say September? I meant August, not September. I was thinking of another thing. Oh. I see. I see. Well, August does have a 31st day, and I did mean August, because I did mean the month after the next month. Sometimes I just derp. Sometimes I am just a goofy goober. And then I say it's goobin time. And then everybody leaves. I cry internally.
Your vehicle has been moved. Please visit us again.
I don't think I want to be here for my goobing time. For my goobing time. Good lord. Let's say, yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's a cry for help. Maybe I should just stop. The sad thing is that honestly, I feel like nowadays I just don't have the motivation to get, like, past. I was gonna say 2 hours, and I recognize that we're almost at 3 hours on stream here. The star map is still on the thing, even though it's fucking broken. By the way, right, like, if you go on the fucking star map thing, like, it doesn't show up for you, right? It's not just some weird... It's not a bun issue. Oh, I assumed you were like on the website right now. That's okay. Honestly though, man,
Smart buy.
okay, I mean, I don't know what I mean, like, it wouldn't be a perfect solution to just be like, oh, there are third-party tools that I rely on to play this game because not because they're better, but because like something for like looking at ships does not exist from CIG. You have the broken ass ship matrix that has never been accurate. I mean, I suppose you wouldn't have any reason to look at it. Yeah, let's try and get to
ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
let's try and fly our way to
Your vehicle has been delivered.
Area 18, see what happens.
Goodbye.
But like, I don't know what the Urkel guys got going on, but the idea of just, listen, hire this dude, basically just integrate his thing into your thing. You can make his thing better, he can make your thing better, you know. Like, and obviously, like, he, you know, that dude would have to agree to that and be in a situation where that makes sense in order for it to happen. And that's not always going to be the case, of course, but God, it feels like it would be just like, you know, something as opposed to nothing. I don't know. Oh, I didn't even realize we had. Do we have? What does component access? What does component assets look like? Did I just completely skip what? What? Where? What? Is that? Oh, okay. Alright, okay. Yeah, okay. But yeah. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't want to keep coming back to, oh, the game kind of just sucks right now. But I'm just thinking, like, okay, so is this better than 318? And yes, it is, because I can actually play the game. But at least with 318, like, they were, like, CIG was actually, like, talking. They actually, like, were communicative, you know? I can't remember. I think that maybe with 318, if I remember, It might have been a while before we got a response, but also when I say a while, or when I remember it being a while, it might have been like a couple of days or something, and it was like, man, that feels like a really long time to come up with a response to, hey, sorry about how bad the game feels right now. I do keep talking about their lack of talking. It maybe it's something I feel very strongly about. I don't know. Who knows what I'm thinking at any moment? Let's be honest. You think I do? You think I do? You think I know what I'm thinking? Hey, Chaotic. What works, the game? I mean, you know, for all the piss and vinegar or whatever, I mean, it does run. More wacky ship ideas? Holy shit. Well, let's see here. How about a ship that just has a size 12 tractor beam on it that can pull ships, that can turn it, like, it's not a quantum interdiction thing, but it's literally so powerful that it can, if it is aimed at a thing, it can grab a ship and pull it out of quantum travel. It can hold a ship. It is powerful enough to hold a ship that's a racing ship that's like so much thrust generating enough power. It can hold that. It cannot hold a ship if it has a shield up, though, because it is a tractor beam. Oh, what ideas? I could see you building them in Space Engineers. Ooh, what would be... What would be... I mean, I wonder how many people know that the SRV exists, honestly. And I said, like, come hell or high water, we are going to fucking land at Riker Memorial here. I don't think this is gonna end well. Yeah, fair enough. I would love a ship that had way more exterior walking surfaces. Even like, God, even if it was, well, I don't think I would really want to have like, oh, it's like a capital ship. There's like landing pads and there's like exposed components that you have to fix on the outside of it. Maybe not. Maybe the aesthetic of it, but nah. Just need a bigger tow truck. The SRV being unable to tow a broken in half C2 is sad. If that is the case, that is kind of sad. I kind of assumed. Now, I mean, the intention, I think, has always been that, you know, you get multiple SRVs together and you have to coordinate with people. Obviously, like a size 12 tractor beam, I jest because of how many size 12s are on the Odin. But yeah, that's Wow. I'm amazed I didn't blow up. Sorry, and the inspiration for a ship where you can just walk on the top of the hull is mainly the Shadow Broker's ship from Mass Effect 2. Where it's like half of that level is just you're on the top of this giant fucking capital ship. Okay, so let's see. Alright, so I can't remember. I know that there is some way you can do something and you can insure, like, FPS items. But I can't remember how that worked. I'm thinking it might have to do with... it might be on the fleet manager?
The ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Or maybe not.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
I felt like there was something... So tooltips... Customize... Oh? Missions? Okay. Maybe it has something to do with the freight elevator? I don't know if the connection between those two things is sensible at all, but... eh. What is this? What is this button? Freight elevator? Yeah, there we go. Nope. Do 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 do. Guess would it start with Luckbringer? I don't think it would. Looking for P4 Luckbringer. Exclude paints. Is this just ship component stuff? I thought it was FPS stuff. I mean, it says registered to me, so that's cool. if I hit that, I think it'll bring a pop-up or something. Maybe? I don't know, dude. In any case, let's see if I can figure out how this works from the website. That might help. Patch notes should be in the patch notes for 4.8. Dooba dabba deeba dooba deeba dooba dee dooba dabba deeba dooba deeba deeba doo deeba dooba deeba dabba deeba deeba dee dee dabba doo dabba dee dabba dee dee dabba dee doo dooba dabba dee doo dee doo dee doo 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 doo. Do 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 do. Okay, well that's technical updates, perhaps? They talked about this stupid thing that I'm trying to use right now. Okay. Well, I have no idea how that works. Maybe I got another paint. I don't care, man. I don't care enough to try to figure this out further. I'm also kinda just tired. And I also do have to edit some Starfield videos. I do need to edit Starfield videos. I am doing stuff tomorrow. Ugh. Tired like always. I do need to mess my sleep schedule up by conventional standards. It is a thing I need to do. I suppose that's fair enough. What does it seem like I just have that little energy? Should I make myself more of a mask to put on? Okay. Should I just be like, hey guys! Welcome back to stream. Today we're going to do things and stuff. And we're going to do at least 4 hours of things and stuff. And if you think I passed out, I was just grabbing a glass of water. And absolutely nothing else. It's beautiful. Good lord. Sorry, like, I started and I'm like, okay, that actually sounds extremely fake. Hey guys! Oh my god. No. If I enter a room and say that and the next 5 seconds are not me getting tackled to the ground, then I think everybody's just lost their survival instinct. I gotta be honest. I mean, I will say, I definitely... Yeah, no, that is a terrifying amount of energy that I was just given off, and I don't want to do that ever again. Oh, okay. Sorry, I had to lock in there for a second. Get all the boutons in the correct... What did I do? What did I do to mess you up this hard? Okay, that's kind of cool. Haven't really appreciated... For one thing, actually, the fact that there's, like, the whole... That it, you know, says, oh, hey, this is what this slot does, that's nice. I haven't really appreciated... Shield access. Oh. Wait, what? Then what's this other thing? Okay, I mean, that's a cooler and that's something else. That's a... I mean, I don't know why... Is that a fuse? Okay.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieve. Your vehicle has been moved to our
Anywho.
Please visit us again.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think I definitely would like to end things here. I don't know. I think that would be nice to do. Don't think there's much else I want to do. It does feel like every Star Citizen stream in 4.8 is just me slowly, my will slowly being eroded. Somehow managing to make a good enough time out of it. Sorry, I'm getting completely distracted by something else. Uh, yeah, not too much else to say. Schedule for this week is going to be normal. Tomorrow will be Avowed. Wednesday will still be Star Citizen unless something explodes. Wait, hold on. Wasn't something happening on Wednesday? Like something was releasing on Wednesday and I can't remember what. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I do. Well, I don't know. I feel there was something that was like, ooh, maybe I should buy this, but no, I'm not buying anything more this month. The subscription thing is all that's happening, and even then, I'm not gonna like it. So, yeah. Oh, and Friday, I think we will be finishing Final Fantasy X, so next week we can go on to Digimon and hopefully enjoy it. Who knows? I hope so. I certainly hope so. Hold on, wait a minute. It wasn't Cassette Beasts 2002. There's no way. I gotta bring Steam up. I don't think that's releasing soon. To be announced. Okay. Yeah, no, it's not. There was something. Maybe Power. No, I think. No, Pal World. Pal World 1.0. Pal World 1.0 getting released on July 10th. I believe is Wednesday. Yeah. I'm not going to download Pal World for that. We'll come back to Pal World, though, at some point, because I did like it. I think I would like it more. Maybe start a fresh game. I don't know. Yeah. I think that's it. So until next time, have a good day. Great day even. Chowskis.